Hi my dear students, I believe you all are doing very well. In today's video, I'm not here to discuss anything related to your biology preparation, anything related to your NEET preparation, to timetable, motivation, nothing at all. I am here to discuss about the rape and the murder case at Arjikar Medical Hospital, Calcutta. A 31 years old, a second year chest medicine resident doctor, she was brutally raped and murdered during her duty hours in her own hospital. Imagine, in her own hospital during her duty hours. A 31 years old resident doctor, after a long duty of 36 hours, she decided to take a rest in the seminar room of that hospital around 2 a.m. But she didn't come back alive. In the morning, her semi-naked dead body was there in that seminar room. The worst part is that authorities, they called their parents and tell them that she has committed the suicide. So parents, they reached there at the hospital, they struggled there, they waited there for 3 hours, and then they were allowed to see their daughter. And she was semi-naked. She was injured, multiple bruises were there. If you will see that video that is on social media, that is on news channel, where her mother is talking about it, she said that she saw that picture, that bruises were there, right? Bruises were there all over the body, multiple injuries, wounds were there, right? And her legs were kept in such a position where it can only be possible if pelvic girdle is broken. Imagine. So when, right, because authorities, they mentioned it as a suicide. So after a lot of pressure, they sent the body to the postmortem, and then that postmortem report was viral. And as per that postmortem report, as I said, the pelvic girdle was broken. She was murdered. She was raped and then she was murdered. Multiple injuries were there. Scratches were there on her face. Her vagina was bleeding. The glass was there in her eyes. So means she was even struggling to see something in her last time. Imagine. And as per that reports, 150 gram of semen is obtained from her vagina. No doubt, Calcutta Police Commissioner, he said that this 150 gram semen thing is false, right? But this is something which is there in the postmortem report. So only one person is arrested related to that. That is a civic volunteer related to the Calcutta police, and he also entered the seminar room at that time also, and on the basis of a Bluetooth device, right, police arrested that man. So I know you must be thinking that, ma'am, we are aware of it, and if you guys are not, then I'll suggest you this thing, that watch this video till the end and do share this, because it is much needed. If you're thinking that why are you making this video and why are you discussing such things with us, because it is an academic channel, ma'am, just teach us and just leave. Why? Because I know my students, right, they have that faith, right? They consider me as their mentor, and I have all the rights to talk to my students, and it is my social duty to discuss such things with my students, because they are going to shape our nation, and I don't want to live in such a nation where such things are happening. When we have celebrated our 78th day of independence, and on 14th of August, you know that a protest was going on related to that case. And why this case is all over the media? Because obviously initially authorities, they were not ready to accept it. Then again, the female was also blamed, let me tell you. And the doctors, right, she was a doctor, a well-reputed doctor. She has worked so hard to reach there, and this happened. And where? At her workplace. Guys, when I heard this, one thing came in my mind. Few years back, I used to work in a different company. I used to record some lectures, right? And because during daytime, I was busy in the classes, I used to be there in the classes, and during night time, I always start my work, right? Because, you know, silence and all. So sometimes I came back home at 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. also. And I was very comfortable in my office. I was like, yeah, I am here, everything is fine. CCTV cameras are there, security guard is there, I'm safe here. And after hearing this, I just realized that I was lucky. Literally, I was lucky. We don't know who's the predator. Literally, we don't know who's the predator. And guys, we are lucky if we are not the victims, and we cannot imagine the pain that victims, they went through, or about their family. We cannot imagine that pain. So at this point of time, right, even I'm thinking that that can we help them by putting the stories on our social media, by talking about it? Yes, we can, because we are here to support them. And you know that a lot of things are happening related to this. It is entirely becoming a political agenda, but that is not my purpose right now. That is not my motto right now. Right now, through this video, I want to talk to my students, right? And I want to talk to the parents as well. Guys, I really want to discuss something important, because we all experience such things, right? We all experience such things. Girls, you know it very well. If we are traveling in a crowded bus, right, we don't know who's going to touch us. We don't know where that person is going to touch us. We all have experienced it, right? If you're going to make fun that, oh my God, ma'am has experienced such things, you are allowed to. You are allowed to, right? I was so reluctant to talk about it. I'm telling you, I was reluctant. I'm feeling so frustrated. I'm feeling so sad. I was crying after reading this, because it is something that should not happen to anyone, right? Right? It is something that should not even happen to your enemy, right? It is that bad. It is that bad that this word, this rape, it can destroy a personality, a complete personality. You don't know how is it going to challenge the mental health of a person. You don't know how that victim, if she has survived, or her family is going to suffer. You don't know, right? We don't know. We cannot even imagine if we are saying that, right? So guys, I really want to raise a question on that security, and I will tell my girls that how are they going to protect themselves, because today I'm going to talk about the psychology here, right? And yes, you all need to protect yourself from that type of person. This is what I want to convey from this video. As I said, I was reluctant in making it, because I don't know what am I going to say in front of camera. I have to be careful with my words, and I'm trying to do that. But that rage now, I want to say many things, but I have to put a filter on my words. I'm telling you this thing directly, right? I'm telling you this thing directly. So for the girls, I'll share the kind of mental states, kind of mentalities from where you have to protect yourself. And to the boys, I want to say that be protective, not just for your sisters, not just for your family members, but for other girls as well, right? This video and this incident is not about girls versus boys. It's never about male versus female. No, we all have to come together, and we have to fight with such predators. Guys, rapists are going to be rapists only. I don't know how their brain works. In some studies, even it is said that in their temporal horn, some growths are like that. That is why they are like this. The main problem is the objectification of the female. That is the main cause. I am not here to discuss what happened in this particular case, what CBI is doing, what police persons are doing, what leaders are doing. I'm concerned about the safety. I'm concerned about the safety. If we are not safe at our workplace, where are we going to be? But in our workplace, in different ways, we feel, many girls, I'm not saying all, yes, we experience molestations. We experience some gender related comments. Some people consider that things as a way, like as humor, but it is not. We all have experienced this thing. I know you girls, when you go to your tuition centers, your coaching centers, your parents, they think that, oh, why is she not here at home? Is she safe or not? And sometimes our parents, they are even reluctant to send us far away, even for the studies. Even they are concerned that if our phone is switched off, our parents, they feel so anxious that where are right, what about our kids, especially about the girls. That they are so concerned, it. And you might have experienced that whenever we travel alone, right, especially in the cabs, we pretend that we are talking on the phone so that we feel safe or something. That we all have experienced this. So where is the problem? Okay, fine, we are traveling alone. It's not right. Okay, fine, we are going out during night hours. That is also not right. But this time, so she was working na. She was in her own hospital na. So it is not about the time. It is not about the place. It's just that whether you are encountering or you are experiencing something like this, it's just about, is that type of predator is in your vicinity or not. It's about that. It's about that. If it is in your mind, and that even after this rape case, and I don't know whether you know it or not, when I was in my graduation first year, that Nirbhaya's rape and murder case was there, rape case was there, and she died in so much pain. She was very brutally raped, right? And at that time also, Everyone, right? Everybody, like we got false statements also why she was roaming during night hours, especially in Delhi, and what was she doing with the boy. So many things were that, right? So many things like that, so many statements like that they came from the leaders, right? But at that time I was thinking that now government is going to do something, right? Now we will get some law, then nothing like this will happen, this and that. But after that also we are hearing the same kind of stories, same kind of incidences. Even after this particular incident, one incident was there in Uttarakhand where a nurse was raped and murdered, right? The infants, even it's not about whether you are adult or you are beautiful or you have that attractive body or something. No, that rapists, they are not even leaving the aged persons, they are not even leading the infants, they are not even leading the newborn girls, right? They are sick, they are inhumans, they are not even human beings, they are inhumans, they are mentally sick, right? So we have to protect ourselves from that sick people, right? Even if government will say that I am going to, now this law will be there, if anybody will try to do this, with this can happen, that can happen, nothing will change, girls, nothing will change. Still at the end we are going to suffer, and we should know how to protect ourselves. And the very first thing is, yes, we have to be independent, right? We cannot trust. I'm not saying that, you must be thinking, boys, you must be thinking that, ma'am, girls, they cannot trust their friends, they cannot trust their male friends, they cannot trust their brothers. We don't know. Ultimately, always, even a rapist, that is also men, no, and that rapists are also men, na. So we cannot say which man can do this. We don't know who's that predator, we don't know. So we have to protect ourselves. So as I said, the objectification of the female is the main problem. That patriarchal society is the main problem. So whenever you sense anything like that, girls, be alert, be alert. When we used to be in college, we used to say that we have to keep our antennas on. That's what you have to do. I'll share some things with you all. I was reading many research papers, and you'll be sad to know that many rapists, they don't even if they are in prison, they don't even think that they have done something wrong. They rationalize this thing. They're like, that female, she was inviting me to do that, right? They don't even consider it that I have done something wrong. They are like, it's okay, it's fine, I'm male, I can do that things. I'll tell you, there are many reasons behind it. I'll tell you a few. See, there are some rape myths, I'll tell you, and it is as per the research articles. I'm not whatever in my mind, I'm not saying that. I have to be careful, I'm in front of camera, otherwise though you don't know what I want to say. Because I also have a sister. After hearing this, she is a nurse, so I was like, yaar, nahi yaar, you want to go to the hospital alone? Nahi yaar, I'm scared. One of my sisters, she's a doctor, she's studying MBBS, she's going to be a doctor. I'm concerned about her as well, right? Right, those who are protecting us, right, those who are working for us day and night, right, sometimes we are doing violence because they are not able to save our patients, and if female doctors are there, then this is what they are receiving. So I'm going to talk about the psychological facts here. First thing, there are some myths that women ask for sex by the way they dress and behave. They enjoy being raped. Women are raped only by strangers. They could avoid being raped if they really wanted to. Women cry rape for revenge on powerful men. Yes, you might be thinking that, what are you talking, ma'am? But it's a fact. These are the myths related to that. Now I'll tell you about some cognitive distortions, right? Because this research article, it includes the study of many rapists. So women are sex objects. As I said, objectification of the female. As per this cognitive distortions, right, or you can say that these are basically the errors in cognitions, right? So because of that rapists, they rationalize, right, and minimize the perception and judgments used by these, like it is something related to that in simple words, right? So they just justify this thing. That's what I can say. That women are constantly receptive to men's sexual needs, but are not necessarily always conscious of this. So their body language is more important than what they say, and women cannot be hurt by sexual activity unless they are physically harmed, that is beaten or punched. Imagine. Then male sex drive is uncontrollable. Men's sexual energies can build up to dangerous levels if women do not provide them with sexual opportunities, and once aroused, it is difficult not to progress to orgasm. Imagine. Entitlement, men's need, which include sexual needs, should be met on demand by women. In a nation like India with major gender-based inequalities, such type of distortions of male entitlement, especially if the victim is from lower status for whatever reason, can lead to the marital rape. These are the studies. Studies are saying this, right? So there are different theories, there are different kind of mindsets. So ultimately, the main thing that I want to convey here is that whenever you sense anything like that, girls, you have to stay protected, right? Even when you all are traveling, right? If you don't know the next girl, right, then still be aware. Be aware if you are noticing anything like that, and if other girl is not able to tell her that this is happening, you have to be alert, guys. Ultimately, we have to protect ourselves. And for the boys, I want to say something. I know you people are also, you must be thinking that, what happened, why? And I know many male doctors, they are also protesting, they know what has happened. But my point here is that even we need to aware of ourselves, right? Even we need to think that what kind of person we are becoming, what kind of thinking do we have. Some of my students, sometimes they also say that this thing is not for women, ma'am, this thing is not for girls, they should not do it. Sometimes being an elder brother, or even as a younger brother, you sometimes control your sisters, right? You should not wear this, right? I know what kind of society is it, you should not do this, you should not do that. No, be their friends, teach them how to protect themselves. If they are wearing something, you have no right to ask a question on that. You have to tell them that it's fine, whatever you're wearing, you're comfortable in that, it's okay, but you should know how to protect yourself. You have to make that bond. And girls, even if you are among people where you feel so confident, you feel so safe, still do not trust. Still do not trust, right? Protect yourself from all that things that are happening. You have seen the status of law. And even I was talking about the psychology, as I said, you don't know the rapist mindset. So basically, they are not the human beings, they are not even the human beings anymore. And the one who's arrested in this case, he had a history of 4 marriages. Out of that, 3 wives, his 3 wives leave him because of that sexual abuse, right? So it's all here. So we have to protect ourselves from that predators. So today I want you people to do one thing, right? That be aware of your surrounding. One thing, whenever you go out, be prepared, right? Don't be like that always papa's pari, that my brother is there to protect me, my friends are there. No, you should know how to protect yourself, right? Start including, right? At this point of time, I'm telling you, start doing a physical exercise also. Make yourself stronger. You should know how to fight back. You should know how to fight back. I know anything can happen, but at least we should know. At least we should know what we can do for ourselves. So from all that things, I know some NEET aspirants, they must be thinking that, "Arey yaar, ma'am, what is the use of studying all that things if things like that are going to happen with us?" No. Because of such incidences, we cannot sit back, because this is what that patriarchal society want. This is what that type of men they want, right? We have to fight back. We should know how to fight back. We have to learn how to fight back, and that is important for us. And boys, stop normalizing such things. When you are controlling your sisters, when you are controlling your friends, your girlfriends, on the name of protection, I'll tell you this thing, right? First of all, you have to accept that open mindset, right? You have to accept that, okay, fine, things can work in that way also, but we should know our limits. We are humans, right? We are ultimately humans. Okay, so all I want to say is just take care of yourself. We all have experienced such things, but we cannot just give back. We cannot just give up. We cannot just quit, right? We'll fight, and no doubt, we have to struggle a little more. We will. And girls, we all need to be a support. It is always said that girls and girls, they cannot be the best friends. Wherever the 2 females, they are going to exist, they will fight always. You know it very well. Let's not do it. Let's stand for each other. Let's help each other, right? Let's make ourselves better person. Let's help others to grow as well. Okay, so please take care of yourself, and if there is something you want to share, just put it in the comment section. Just take care of yourself, and yes, we failed as a society, right? We are not living in a safe place. We are not living in a safe country, but still we have to fight back. We have to fight back, because we are not, we have to do it for ourselves, right? We got this chance, right, to study, to grow after a struggle of many years, of many years. We cannot just let it go, right? So be aware, just take care of yourself, and just let me know if there is something that you want to share. So that's it, that's all. I want to say a lot, but I cannot. So let's conclude here. So just pray for the victim, just pray for their family, and let's support them by this way also, right? Let's not let this thing, just shatter like this, right? So I think that's the least that we can do. So take care, guys, and just take care of yourself. That's what I can say. Be protective for each other.